Welcome to Updates with the City Manager. I'm Shelby Quinlivan, your Communications Manager for the City of Middletown, and this is our fairly new City Manager, Jim Palenick. And we are doing these video series every couple weeks to share with you some of the updates going around the city. Jim, we're really excited about the paving levy passing. Can you tell us a little about what's going on now?
Absolutely. We're really excited at this point because now we're in that process of actually doing the planning to get the project done. So what that entails is, of course, doing a final inventory of the actual streets and the lane miles that are going to wind up being accomplished. And part of preparing for that is actually doing some sub-base cores. It'll give us a chance to understand in some of the cases what is the quality of the sub-base under some streets. And we're doing something that's a little bit unusual, but we're excited about too, which is ground penetrating radar. So in a lot of these cases, we're actually going to use this technology to determine the quality of the sub-base, and will then allow us to make better decisions on not only what streets to be done, but how much actual pavement will go on the streets, and we'll be much more efficient. So when we've told the folks that we're going to accomplish about 137 lane miles of new pavement throughout the community, we want to make certain that we get the most efficient bang for our buck possible. And then not only that, but the work that we do really holds up over time. So we're saying, and we have said, about $31.3 million worth of work will be done. We want to make certain that that amount of money gets the most work done with the greatest efficiency and the widest reach throughout the community. So, of course, all of that design is being done, and we're also working on the actual financing. The financing will be through a bond issue, and we expect that to actually happen probably no later than April of 2021. And this work will actually commence probably in May of 2021, and we've made a commitment that all the work will be complete by the conclusion of 2022.
It's very exciting.
It really is.
Public Works Department's going to be very busy.
They most certainly are for quite a long time. Yeah.
That's great. So we mentioned a little about the Town Mall project at our recent council meeting. Can you tell the citizens a little bit about what's going on and what to expect in the future?
Absolutely. The Town Mall Galleria here in town is like so many retail malls across the country over the last number of years and even decades. We've seen retail change a lot. We've seen a lot of the vacancies become more pronounced. Some of the big box retailers go away. And there's really a very difference in today's retail market versus what we saw a number of years ago. So as a result, the owner of that entire property, which is more than 31 acres there, along with the city and the Warren County Port Authority, have agreed to join together to put together a brand new complete redevelopment plan for that entire site. And we see that ultimately becoming much more like a kind of town center. So it'll be driven by some luxury multifamily housing, probably some destination dining, a much smaller amount of specialty retail, probably some entertainment, some sports related things, and something that looks much more like that sort of traditional town center with outward facing kinds of things as opposed to a covered mall that we've seen in the past. So we got a really good design firm out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin that's had great success in doing these kind of plans. They actually did the plan for what was called the Deer District around the Fiserv Forum where the Milwaukee Bucks play. And that's kind of an entertainment district in the heart of Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. So we see this kind of similar to that in terms of becoming an entertainment district, a destination district, and much more like a town center. So very excited about that. That planning process will take about 12 to 15 weeks. By late spring it'll be done, and we hope to be really working on the actual component development parts of that then moving forward.
Great. Lots to look forward to there.
It really is. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of future projects, how about the master plan? What's going on with that?
Again, great time in Middletown. I mean, we're really looking to the future. So it's that time when we're totally redoing our comprehensive plan, or what people really refer to as a master plan, which is looking at all those component things about development issues, transportation issues, environmental issues, infrastructure issues. How do we really see our community looking and being planned for some 10, 15, and 20 years out? So we're really in the absolute heart of that, and nearing the conclusion of that work. We're asking a number of stakeholders in the community to participate. They've already participated. I know that a lot of that is on our website. You may want to just tell the folks about that and what they can expect and where they can go to see that.
Yep. So we actually have a meeting coming up for the public to participate in, and that is an event on our Facebook page. So it's on December 8th. It's this coming Tuesday at 5:30. It's a Zoom meeting, of course, during this COVID time, but you are welcome to participate. Anybody can, and just log on, and then we are taking all sorts of input. So it's going to be great, and you'll get all the updates about the master plan, the comprehensive plan, and what's going on.
Absolutely. It's critical to really hear from our community because they are the stakeholders that matter most. It's what they want to see. It's their community. So we're looking forward to the input that we receive.
Absolutely. So part of that would be the Parks Master Plan, which I know we have a survey out right now for the public to participate in. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, this is sort of a component piece to the overall master plan. It's kind of the idea of when you think about parks and recreational facilities in the community, what would the city really like to see in the future? I know we've heard some things about we don't have a lot in the way of aquatics here, or there are certain sports that become more popular at times than others. We see a lot of pickleball here. Maybe tennis isn't as important. Maybe soccer is more important. Maybe less on baseball, or vice versa. So it's really important that the community, the ones that are using these facilities, tells us what is the most important to you, how do you want to use it, where should it be, to what degree and magnitude should these facilities exist, and what should we focus on as a priority. So we're really asking those folks if they'll take this survey. Please get on our website, look at that survey, tell us what they think when it comes to these parks and these recreational facilities, not only now, but well into the future.
But that survey link is on our Facebook page. That's going to be shared on a regular basis throughout our social media channels throughout this month. And it's on our website on the homepage, but that is open until the end of the month. So we welcome your feedback. We're interested in what you have to say. So feel free to take that survey and tell us what's going on in your head. And then something on everybody's mind, of course, COVID and what's happening with our city. I know our numbers keep going up and we're all concerned about it. So what would you tell the citizens in our community right now?
Absolutely, Shelby, and I'll tell you what, we're sitting here trying to be at least 6 feet apart.
Correct.
We've literally only taken our face masks off for the brief few minutes that we are doing this.
Correct.
We're very cognizant about those kinds of things, and we really ask our community to do the same. That is, we know that vaccines are coming, but they're a number of months down the road. And there will be priority to who gets them so that, our healthcare providers, first responders, some of those folks first, and then it'll work its way through. But we know that there's quite a number of months yet that we have to get through. The winter is going to be the absolute worst time. So we're really asking our community, please, please, be as safe as possible. Wear your face mask anywhere and everywhere where you come into contact with other human beings. Please, always be cognizant of using hand sanitizer, washing your hands, thinking about what you're interacting with. Keep the distance. The social distancing is still critical. Don't go places you don't have to. Don't interact with crowds. Please do everything you can. It's about providing safety to your fellow citizens. If we can just make this through, we'll be able to maintain the capacity in our hospitals. We will look out for our healthcare workers who are absolutely beyond overworked at this point. And obviously, we're looking to save lives. It's critically important. We're going to get there. We're going to be back to normal at some point, but we're not there yet. So please, please be safe out there. Keep this in mind throughout.
Thank you very much. All right, we will see you next time for updates with the city manager.
Thank you, Middletown. Have a great week.